What's up, everybody? It's your boy Uchi back again, once again. And today, I just really quick wanted to talk about the recent news that's been going on or coming out in relation to Pokkén Tournament. Now, everyone is hyped for this game. I'm hyped for this game. I've been hyped for it. I had my hands on the game two times. One being in the native country of Japan. Yes, I went to Japan. It was a freaking great time. I do have footage of me playing it, so look forward to that. I was ass, but that's besides the point. Um, yeah, and I did play it at Dave and Buster's when they brought it over here. Now, recently, if you guys have been following the news, following my updates on my Facebook channel, Twitter page, you would have seen that Hori is making an official controller so that we can get that authentic feel for Pokkén Tournament. So people were trying to foresee this game's release, and people were predicting that, oh, like maybe we could use the GameCube controller for this game, or people. I'm sure people were even thinking of using like the Pro controllers, but fear not, we are getting the actual controller that was used for the arcade version, except it'll be like a USB controller, and we'll be getting that. It's like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like Pro controllery, but it's more blocky, except not so blocky on the handles. So that's the important part. As far as comfortability goes. So yeah, that controller is actually on pre-order right now on Amazon. You can go ahead and pre-order it. I'm gonna get mine soon. It's only like 25 bucks around that, so it's not bad for a controller. Here's the downside to it. So going right into the next bit of like information that has been coming out, that whole purpose of this video is the fact that Nintendo released a vital piece of information for everyone, and that goes along the lines of first player will be able to use the gamepad to play against the second player in local multiplayer, where the second player uses the TV to play and with a Hori controller. The first player will only be able to play off the gamepad and the big gamepad screen. So, that just pretty much confirmed that local multiplayer, yes, is in the game, but it is not in any way anyone saw coming. I can attest to this, and let me just say that if anything, I would have expected them to do something along the lines of what the Naruto games are like. You know, maybe not split screen. Honestly, I was expecting split screen. I was expecting local multiplayer to be a split screen game. Whether I like it or not, and I don't like it, but that's what I was expecting. Worst come to worst. But instead, we're getting this feature where it kind of locks out player one of using the Hori controller. So it's like now everyone's going from either wanting to be player one or not caring what player they are because it shouldn't freaking matter. Now, everyone's going to try to be player two if you're playing in the house. But here's what I really would love for Nintendo to do. So if anyone from Nintendo if you know someone from Nintendo that can get this piece of advice out to them directly, please tell these people, tell Nintendo, tell whoever you got to tell, whether it's Miyamoto or whoever, all right? Tell this man to put LAN capabilities, LAN, local area network. That's right, I said it, LAN capabilities. In the arcade, the way the game worked was, obviously it was one machine, one controller, one screen, one person, one game, all right? Obviously, 1-1-1-1-1, all right? But it's a multiplayer game. It's one-on-one, okay? It's a fighting game. That's how it has to be. It's one-on-one, okay? So all the machines are lined up, and if you're doing multiplayer or if you're doing like battle, I don't know, I forget the modes, but it's all in Japanese anyway. But you can play another person on another machine. If you guys like put your yen in at the same time or something. All right? And I went through this. I experienced it. It was a great feeling. It was cool. But, the point is that you got your own screen, you had your own game, but you were playing somebody else. So without, just saying, oh, like online play, like that is online, but locally. So if Nintendo could really, really hook us up with that, then that would solve all the problems of even this two-player thing. Because I'll just tell you this right now: the day and age that we live in, people have no problem bringing their copy of the game over. They have no problem bringing their extra TV over. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even be surprised if half the gamers out there own more than just one TV. As a tournament organizer, I got like maybe 10 CRTs. I got all these flat screens. I just got a BenQ for Christmas. So, like, it's not abnormal to own multiple, TVs for, gaming purposes or whatever you do. And it definitely isn't abnormal to want to be like, oh, I'm going to my friend's house. I'm going to bring my Pokken. I mean, yeah, to some maybe more casual, I'm sure that they'll be like, like, I don't want to do all that. I don't want to go through, like, bringing my whole freaking setup just so I can play 1v1. But you know what? I know that if that's what I had to do, I will freaking do it. Okay? Because, like, first of all, I think that it feels way cooler to be playing, like, in an arcade-type setting. Even in friendlies, casual play, whatever. Even at tournaments. I mean, look what they're doing at tournaments. Like, they have all these fighting games, like Street Fighter. They are being played, like, now. I saw it at, like, what was it, Capcom Cup or some big tournament that each player had their own screen, replicating the arcade feel. And those games don't even need LAN capabilities because obviously it's 2D playing that type of game. Obviously this game is like, more 3D than anything else. But just Nintendo, please. If anything, if it means to maybe lose out on some characters or whatever else you guys may have been thinking of throwing in there, if anything, I would rather you throw in this LAN capability. So that way, tournament organizers like myself can run Pokkén tournaments. All right? I got a lot of people coming at me. Uchi, are you going to be throwing Pokkén tournaments? That's going to be funny, tongue twister to say. But are you going to be throwing Pokkén tournaments? Hell yeah, I want to throw Pokkén tournaments. Uchi, are you going to throw Pokkén Hell yeah, I want to throw Pokkén tournaments, but I want to do it the right way. I do not want to go through the gripes and all the drama that will come with the game if it is literally local only and that's it. I mean, oh man, like I can't even. Oh, that would suck so bad if there was nothing like that. Because honestly, then that really, like, I don't want to say, for lack of a better term, defeats the purpose of playing the game because the game is really fun, and I'm sure the game is gonna have online capabilities. But I mean, come on, if the game has online, and like this game is a unique game, special game. This is like first of its kind. All right, I really would appreciate it if they had put LAN capability, especially after this recent update, because every single person that saw this was, either they were in the dark about it, and by that I mean they like accepted the whole like local multiplayer fact, and they were like, oh, okay, well that's cool, whatever. But then like all the hardcore people, they were like, what? Like, why am I even like? I want to use the Pro controller. I don't want to ever have to use the gamepad. Like, if it was up to me, I would love to use another controller type over the gamepad in Splatoon. That's just me. But as far as Pokken goes, trust me, like I played the game and I got used to the controller, and honestly, it has the right amount of buttons for all the features that go along with the game. There's nothing extra, nothing less. It's a perfect controller for the game. Why would I want to use the gamepad if I'm doing local multiplayer? And obviously in tournaments, what is you doing? Local multiplayer. So that's really crucial. That's pretty much like my thoughts and opinions on the whole thing. I'm very excited. I'm still gonna pre-order this game. Still gonna buy this game. Still gonna get the Pro Controller regardless. But I will just saying that if something like that isn't implemented into this game, then I don't know how successful it really will be, because a lot of fighting games nowadays, the thing that keeps them alive is the tournament scene. So like if it's not being brought to tournaments, it's just going to be one of those games that everyone gets hype about for the first week, second week, oh it's cool, whatever, it's stupid with the local, third week goes by, month goes by, the game's going to get forgotten. I mean, not for anything, the numbers, like the figures over in Japan, the arcades, I remember months ago, they reported that their numbers like significantly dropped. And I think it was only at one arcade, which wasn't that big of a deal, but it's just like, games that get hyped and overhyped can easily get forgotten just as fast. Especially for things such as this, I really strongly feel like they should really add to the game. It will definitely give it more value, more life, a longer life, because I definitely see this game going far as long as, it has the proper utilities to allow that to even take place. And with that all being said, like, that could even carry it on to Pokkén Tournament 2 or any for future DLC. Like Nintendo's been on the freaking Smash train and the Splatoon train, like providing all this content for both those games. I mean, they kind of forgot about Mario Kart, and like, yeah, I mean, they're updating their amiibos for some of their titles, but it's just like, do it, Nintendo. Please, please, do it for the game. Do it for the fans, man. Come on, like we support, like ever since we was like little. Like, come on, man. Like Pokkén Tournament should be one of the that game should be one of the best games of 2016 for sure. But lacking something like this is definitely gonna like take it out for consideration. That's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, subscribe if you haven't, and share the video. Remember, if you want to play fresh, you gotta stay fresh. This has been Uchi signing out. Keep it real. Happy New Year, everybody.